this is a really important thing, Cheltenham form tends to work out time and time again, particularly form at the festival. One thing I'd say to any punter thinking of having a bet is to have a careful look back at the whole of the 2019 Cheltenham. In fact, you could even go back and look at the 2018 one, but the 2019 one is most relevant. Watch every race from the start if you can. It's all on YouTube or Racing TV. And you'll see so many things that you'd forgotten about from the year before. Horses who got a poor ride, ones who stayed up the inside on the worst ground, ones who made a mistake at the wrong time. Watch them back carefully and make notes, and you'll see horses that perhaps are unconsidered for this year's festival. And also that applies especially to the handicaps. Time and time again, these strong run races at the festival suit certain horses uniquely. I mean, if you watch Monday to Friday racing, you'll find that they're slow run, small fields. The market's very predictive of horses' chances. At Cheltenham, that is completely different. Huge fields, form from Britain and Ireland coming together, much stronger pace than usual, more trouble in running, more hustle and bustle. Look for horses who can handle it, who've run well at previous Cheltenham festivals, and that'll be one way of finding winners. Normally, as a punter, these days, a lot of the time you struggle to get on. Bookmakers have got the gloves up, they're a bit fearful of racing, quick to factor people, but during the Cheltenham Festival, they come out to play. PR men are in charge rather than traders. They want new accounts, they want business, they want turnover. It's very competitive racing. All of them are keen to entice money into their hodds. Companies such as Skybet, who sponsor the opening Supreme, often do money back if you finish second. Other companies do money back if the favourite wins, money back if you fall. There's all sorts of incentives. It's well worth shopping around and getting all of your accounts open and set up for the start of the festival. Price is everything in punting, full stop. But at Cheltenham, you really do have to be disciplined. It can be tempting to chase down short prices. They look like good things. But you must always play when the odds are in your favour, whether or not that's looking at the price comparison sites, taking a top price, or whether you're playing in the place markets each way, where often some of the best value resides. If you look around, the firms will offer down to often 5th or even 6th place in handicaps with 16 or more runners. That's something they don't do, generally speaking, away from the weekends, the big Saturday races. It's extremely competitive. The place books will often be wildly overbroke, which means it's very favourable for punters, and that's something well worth taking advantage of. Generally speaking, I think Cheltenham is the worst meeting in the world for horses snowballing, their prices shortening up because they get talked about for months on end at all these endless preview evenings, people discussing them. Their actual form hasn't changed from the last time you saw them run, but such is the sort of momentum behind them, they can become very short, particularly from yards like Willie Mullins, Gordon Elliott, Henderson, Nichols. Their prices get shorter and shorter and shorter as the day gets nearer, and often the value can lie elsewhere. I mean, a classic example of this has happened a lot in recent festivals is jockey bookings. Well, if Ruby Walsh is on the Mullins hot pot in years gone by, he's retired now, the price would compress completely. And riders like Paul Townend, who used to be on the 2nd, 3rd or even 4th string of these horses, the prices were miles out of kilter because people think, well, Ruby's on the short price, Mullins, good thing, all the others aren't fancied, they're not trying. That is not true at Cheltenham. They're all doing their best. You can judge it purely on form, and there is terrific value away from the obvious. By the time you get to the show in the afternoon, all the value's been squeezed out of the market. The on-course bookmakers have got huge expenses to pay. They're going to bet a lot tighter, or try to. They'll be betting to 1.5%, 2% a runner, whereas in the morning, when all these firms competing for your money go down with their prices, their enhanced each way offers, the books are always around 100%. Play early in the morning, get up early, use the betting shops, use all your online accounts, play when the odds are in your favour, and be really disciplined in your approach. Well, one thing you can do with all these good each way races is maybe do an each way lucky 15 or a multiple where you're combining terrific place terms in 4 bets maybe that you fancy for the festival. Do them in a lucky 15. If you do happen to hit the jackpot, you can win a life-changing amount.